Yo boys, today I want to go over the best overall farming spots in the entire game. I cover gear, how to make gold, how to get good items, all that good stuff. Basically everything that you'll ever need will be in this video. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, I wanted to go over some dungeon pieces that you can look to farm on your journey. I want to start off with the Grave Robber hat here. You can get it in need or getting the materials here. It comes with Enchanted Ward and Slash Conditioning. It is a medium hat. And then when you craft it here, the third perk will be guaranteed. And you can roll a really good one. This is very good because Enchanted Ward is like the best perk in the game. Slash Con is super strong. And then the third perk can be whatever you want. Or just pray to the gods to get lucky on your third perk. This is a very solid medium headwear to farm towards or grabs. Something else you want to look to farm towards is Tarn. Frigid Dawn pieces. This comes from Glacial Tarn. By the way, in need is this dungeon right here, and it has to be mutated for the Grave Robber hat. Now for Tarn, it comes from Glacial Tarn right here. This has to be mutated once again. But you can farm Frigid Dawn set. This only drops in heavy, and this is best in slot armor in the entire game. Nothing is better than this. And that is because it comes with Enchanted Ward and Elemental Aversion. Now this can't go higher than 700 gear score, but it has an illegal weapon perk combination. So as you can see here, Enchanted Ward and Elemental Aversion are two perks that can never be together unless they're on this piece of gear. And that's why this set is so strong, because these perks are very good for PvP and PvE, because most mobs in PvE do light or heavy attacks. So Enchanted Ward reduces your damage by a flat amount. And Elemental Aversion is very good because it reduces 4.5% damage from ranged elemental attacks, which is a lot of stuff in PvP. So this actually gives you very high damage reduction. This can be farmed in all the pieces. The head, chest, the hands, the legs, and the feet can all come with Frigid Dawn. And your third perk, you can choose whatever you want there. I highly recommend picking this up if you can farm it. And then I also want to talk about the Azoth Crystal set. So next I want to discuss the Azoth Crystal Gear. This drops in any mutation M2. So there's M1, M2, and then there's M3. So this drops from N2 or above. This is basically best in slot for majority of PvE DPS builds. This comes in medium and light. As you can see here, it comes with Enchanted Ward, making it more tanky. And then refreshing, so you get your abilities up faster, and then you can choose the third perk. This is very, very good for PvE players that want to do DPS. This is also pretty solid for healing as well, because you benefit both from Enchanted Ward and refreshing, because that makes it more tanky. And refreshing allows you to get your heals up faster. So if you're looking for some very good PvE gear that's medium or light, I recommend farming the Azoth Crystal set. This comes in M2s or above. I also want to mention Life Loop. Life Loop is a very good earring that you can get from Enid here. It comes with Healthy Toast and Refreshing Toast, and you put Regenerating as a third perk. When you drink a mana potion, gain 15% of your base health. So this is huge for extra sustain while fighting. This is really good in PvE and PvP. This is very good on healers and light players, simply because you don't make the most use out of the Fortifying Toast, while you make way more use out of the Healthy Toast. For PvE, it's technically better to get Empowering Toast here for DPS, but for healers, this is super strong. And for PvP, this is super strong as well. And then you just put Regenerating here for some extra health regen. Regenerating is this perk right here. 0.5% health every second, huge for extra sustain, and it's very nice to have. And that comes from Enid, and it has to be mutated like this, so you can grab it this week. If you guys are looking to farm some of the best in slot range weapons in the entire game, then I recommend farming the Syncretic Gear. You come over here, you gotta kill Harrow the Sickle, a big bug we have to deal with. He has a chance to drop some. Let's see if he rolls us some Syncretic Gear. We got nothing. So sad. But Syncretic Gear is something like this musket right here. It comes with Attunement, Keenly Jagged, and Enchanted Ward. Very, very good gear. I highly recommend farming. There's another guy that spawns right here. He'll have like a bigger nameplate. So you'll have to kill him as well. And you can just AFK here and kill these two guys, and you should be good to go. If you're wondering where we are on the map, we are in Brimstone Stands. You want to travel to the big city. I'll run out like so. And then we'll be in this little tenty area right here. Now, if you want, the Syncretic Gear drops a lot of good weapons here, but we're mainly going to focus on the ranged. Drops Enchanted Keenly Bow, huge, basically best in slot. Musket, Keenly Jagged Attunement, huge. I put Enchanted on mine, basically best in slot once again. It drops a really good Fire Staff. Keenly Jagged Enchanted, basically best in slot. So for ranged, and even the Ice Gauntlet, Keenly Jagged, and Vicious, super good perks. If you want any good ranged weapon and you want to farm it, Syncretic is definitely the way to do so. This is very good gear that you can farm, but it's only generally for range builds. The armor and the jewelry is okay, but you're mainly here for the ranged weapon. Next up, we have Lifering. Lifering is you come over here, there'll be a bunch of people as you can see, and you gotta kill these elite mobs. This is pretty hard to solo, but there will always generally be people here, so it should be very easy to do so. This drops insanely good gear, and it also doubles as a good weapon XP farm. If you are wondering where we are on the map, we're in Eden Grove. You want to travel to this way shrine right here, and we will be travel up the road to the Torto Riven. Lifering armor is pretty solid if you want to go a nature harnessing build, because elemental aversion is basically the best perk in the game besides enchanted ward. So if you like a nature harnessing build, then Lifering armor is not bad for you, but otherwise it's not that good. Now let's get into the weapons here. Lifering comes with a decent great sword, pretty good long sword here with enchanted vicious, pretty solid. The great axe is also solid. The musket's decent if you want some extra mobility. Hammer is good if you want a tank since it has refreshing move. Refreshing move is good, can get your cooldowns up faster so you keep your rends up. Lifering rapier, this is best in slot for any rapier build that's not running finisher because it comes with rogue and vicious, an illegal weapon perk combination. So if you are looking for a best in slot rapier that you don't want to run finisher, this is the rapier for you. Another basically best in slot spear, vicious, keenly jagged, huge. You can put a weapon perk on here. This is basically once again best in slot. Just something you can farm. The fire staff here is okay. The void gauntlet is pretty decent as refreshing when blessed, so if you want healing, this is really good. The ice gauntlet here is okay. It comes with healing tomb and vicious, so if you like healing tomb, then the ice gauntlet would be pretty solid for you to farm for as well. The life staff here is pretty good. It comes with savior and purifying breathing shield for 33% a weapon every time you remove a debuff from an ally, so that's not bad. But the main reason you come here is you get a really good earring, regenerating a healthy toast. You can put refreshing toast on here, so basically life loop, but it's life ring. So if you don't want to farm in need, the life ring earring, amazing option. The ring here, not the best, good for nature damage, but the amulet here is basically best in slot. It comes with divine and health, and then you can put any protection perk you want on here. Absolutely huge for your overall potential. Not only that, but you can farm Woodgrain here as well. Next, I want to discuss the human idol farm. As you can see on my server, they're worth 35,000 gold. And if you go to buy order, 13k is the minimum. This is worth an insane amount of gold. Now you may be asking, where do we get these? Well, we have to come over here to Ebonscale Reach, and we're going to teleport to this way shrine right here. Once you go to this way shrine, you're going to come down here to the tent. For when we're on the map, once again, we're in Ebonscale. You should grab a respawn here. This one is a bit hard to solo, so I recommend trying to look for a group for this one. But usually there will be a group here because it's worth a lot of money and people are desperately trying to make gold. So as we come out the bridge here, as you can see, this is an elite area and there's only one guy here, but you want to kill this guy right here, Sir Junie the strategist. Try not to pull the other mobs, they will do a lot of damage. Kites away, just use some range. Be careful of the explosives and the fire, does a lot of damage. This guy is definitely a tanky boy. Let's see what we'll get. We should be able to get him here. Just watch, just in case he tries to mortar me again. But the only thing that I have to be scared of. Alright, we got him. We got the human idol shard. So once again, you'll need 100 of those to be able to attain the human idol. So after you kill a guy 100 times, you'll make it guaranteed. Another thing you can farm is corrupted totems. Corrupted totems drop from Pit Lord. And the way you want to go to Pit Lord is you want to travel to this outpost right here. Next up, this is where you will farm Pit Lord. If you're wondering where we are on the map, we're in Shatter Mountain. You will come down this road, jump down, and we are right here. Look for this chest. And once you see this chest, he will spawn in this area. Alright, here's our boy Pit Lord. You can give us a corrupted totem. Did we grab it? No. Instead we got some useless sword, but we did get corrupted totem shard. You need 100 of these to make the totem that's worth about 13k on my server. It could be different. He also drops a bunch of different weapons. He drops thrust conditioning and harnessing armor here, as you can see. Solid if you want to maybe go for a void gauntlet build. He drops a good greatsword, so if you are looking for a greatsword and wanting to make money at the same time, you can farm him. He'll drop the corrupted Progenitor greatsword. It has Shirking Abyss with Trenchant Strikes. It has dex, but you still kind of use dex on greatsword, so it's really solid. And if you are looking for a good greatsword while trying to make some gold, I recommend coming here and farming it. The corrupted Progenitor also drops a solid fire staff. Spear is okay as well. It drops a decent amulet, but it does drop a really good life staff actually. So if you want a life staff, I recommend farming Pit Lord here. Really strong life lap, blessed with refreshing moving. You can choose the third perk. Pretty strong early game life staff you can pick up. Next up, we have an Ancient Mandible. This right now on my server is worth 13k. On your server, it could be completely different. It could be worth more or less. This allows you to craft the Ancient Bane Trophy. So for those PvEers out there, this is what you want if you want to do maximum damage in PvE. Now you may be asking, where do you get this? Well, we have to open up our map and travel all the way to Reekwater. If you are looking for that Mandible, it does drop right here in Reekwater. So we're up top here. We have to come kill this guy, the Surgeon. We have to surgically remove him out of this world. He's juking me, running around like a crazy person. But we'll just heavy attack him down right here. So we get lucky and make a quick 13k. Nope. But he does drop us the shard. And once again, you need 100 of these shards to be able to make the big boy one. One of the major downsides about this guy is he sadly does not drop very good gear. So you're just mainly farming him for that Mandible. So do keep that in mind. Next up, we have the seals here. These are on my server coin for 25,000 gold. I don't think they'll sell for this high, but you never know. We can check to see if there's any buy orders. There's a buy order for 8k, so it's a guaranteed 8 grand if you can get this on my server. Now, where do you get this bad boy? You got to go all the way up here into Ebonscale and travel to this way shrine, the Lover's Way Shrine. This also allows you to make the Lost Bane Trophy, the top version of that. Now, the man who drops the gear is right here. He's a grave robber. You gotta dig him his own grave. A couple heavies is all he'll need to go down. Let's see if we get some luck and grab it. Nope. He will drop us the Taiyi set and a inferior and a steel shard. You need 100 of those once again to be able to craft the big boy thing. Once you're done killing that guy, you want to come here and kill Slayer as well. He will drop some good stuff. And then after you're done killing that guy, you will come up to the church as so. Run up the staircase here. So here we can fight the Scourge. This man has a chance to drop some decent stuff as well. So come here and kill him. Very easy. And then once we're done killing him, we'll run back. As for the gear, it drops some medium with health and vigor. Not the best, but it's not bad gear. And then you can get a leeching crosscut sword. So if you are looking for a leeching crosscut greatsword here, you can farm it here. It also drops a decent rapier with refreshing move and rogue. Not bad. But the best thing I think it drops will be its void gauntlet with the refreshing move and enchanted. The gear's not the best here. Refreshing and divine's amulet, so that's pretty nice as well if you can pick that up. Doesn't drop the best gear, but it's decent solid gear. The main reason you would come here once again is to farm for the seal to sell it on the market. Next I wanted to cover the jewelry hood here. It sells for on my server 5.5k. If you're wondering where we have to go to get it, we have to go over here to the Reekwater settlement like so. If you guys want to get the jewelry craft hood, you need to kill this little alligator. The man just burned him alive. He spawns right over here. As you can see, the enemies seem to be invisible for me. But he spawns right next to that guy with the coffin on his back. He'll spawn right here. Wonder where on the map I am. I am in Reekwater and I traveled up the robe as so. And then right here underneath all the runes, he will spawn down here. If you guys are wondering what kind of gear he drops, nothing too good. If you want an ice build, then he does drop really good armor if you like ice, because slash conditioning is very strong, and then you can put your third perk on here. But besides that, his gear that he drops is not the best. Next up, we have the Jewelcrafter boots. As you can see here, there's not even a single sell order, just a buy order for 4,500. So you make quite a bit of bank on my server if you farm this. Now, where do you grab it? Well, you gotta go open up your map, and you want to go to Merc. We're gonna have to travel to our outpost right here. So if you want to know where you farm the boots, it's going to be over here in Shadow Mountains. You have to kill the enemies in this cave, and you want to kill the terror of the mountain. You'll be in that cave there. As you can see, that's all elite, so I can't really solo this Once again, you will need a group. You'll need to X up in chat and do this one with a group. It also does drop the Soul Shroud set. I'll cover that here in a sec. So as you can see, the Soul Shroud set here, you get a really good great sword here, Plague Strikes and Trenching Crits here. Huge, really good on the great sword. You get a decent long sword. The axe is okay as well. You get a really good round shield. This is the round shield you want to actually farm for. It's very strong. A very good hammer, one of the best hammers in the game. A decent fire staff, a pretty solid ice gauntlet, a solid earring if you like nimble. Actually one of the best earrings you can farm if you like nimbles. You get a very good thrust ring here. So if you're like a thrust build, very good thrust ring. And you get a very good amulet with slash protection and healthy, and you can choose the third perk. It also drops the thrust conditioning and void harnessing. So if you're looking for a base void gauntlet build, this armor would be decent. All right, now I want to talk about the jewelry pants here. On my server, 5,700 gold. With quite a bit of money, so they're very good to farm. The buy order is 1,200, so not that much, but the sell order is pretty high. We'll have to go over to our map here, go down into Eden Grove right here, and let's travel. As this is the guy you have to kill at the Jordan. You have the chance to drop it. Let's see what we got. We get our energy drain and a small token. Nothing this time, but as you can see, V-Red's here. He's been farming it, but he spawns right here on the map. This is my exact location, so let's open up our map again. You travel from this way shrine all the way up to here, and he'll spawn right on this marker right here, and you just farm that guy. Next, I want to discuss the armor shirt. As you can see on my server, it's 5,600, and the armor pants. The reason why I mentioned these two together is simply because you can farm them together. These are 1.2k. Now, where do I farm these? I have to open up my map, and I want to come over here to Wrydwood, so let's travel to the settlement. So once you are here, you have to go up into this elite zone. I'm going to try and aim for my point. Now, do keep in mind, this is relatively difficult. You will need a group for this one as well, I recommend. Very hard to solo, not really worth it. But if you can get a group, it becomes pretty efficient to gold farm here. I know some people that like doing it. It's a pretty popular spot. You can get 2 pieces of armoring gear. And if you have like 5+ feeble, it's relatively easy to do. Beautiful. And now we have to kill this guy, but this guy will be kind of annoying for me to kill by myself. The armor pants, so that's how you get the armor pants. Now if you want to go grab the armoring shirt, you have to go over here. I'm just going to try and hide up here. Hopefully they de-aggro. As you see, they're all retreating. You have to kill this guy, the Siren's Fist. He will drop it. Just make sure you have a group for this one. This one is not the easiest one. Next up, we have the armor gloves. Now the reason why I mentioned this, even though they're kind of cheap, is because, as I mentioned earlier, with the other armoring pieces, you farm it in Wrydwood right over here. I'll go show you the exact location. And you will find the gloves right here in Wrydwood. He'll be spawning over here. We have to kill the Siren's Guide. You have to come up in here. And the person you want to kill is this person, the Siren's Guide. So we just gotta farm up all these boys. The Siren Guide will drop us the glove. I recommend doing this farm with a group. This is really good because you can get the other armor and gear as well, like I mentioned earlier. Now, both of these bosses have a chance to drop the deep river stuff. Doesn't drop bad weapons. The weapons are okay, but the best thing you can get from this guy is going to be the blunderbuss. This blunderbuss is actually extremely strong and one of the best blunderbusses you can get in the entire game. So if you want to get a good solid blunderbuss, I recommend farming these guys as well. The blunderbuss here is super good and has very good perks, enchanting, healing, power. You can choose your third perk. The rapier is not bad as well. The void gauntlet here is not bad if you want a damaging void gauntlet. Next up, we have Weaponsmith Gloves. On my server, as you can see, there were 10,000 gold, absolute bank right now. If you're wondering where you get these moneymaker gloves, you have to come over here to Eden Grove again. And we're going to travel to this way shrine right here. In order to get the juicy weaponsmithing, you gotta come over here and melt some ice. These are a little tanky, but not too bad. You're gonna have to kill our Yeti friends, so you're killing all the brothers, all the Yetis over here. It's the Yeti extermination. Not too hard, as you can see, very soloable. Very easy to kill. He's half HP already. Let's burn him down. And we're about to kill him. And he gives us a useless piece of headgear. If you are wondering where we are on the map, we are in, once again, we're in Eden Grove. We traveled to this way shrine right here, and we ran up the road as so. And we killed the Yeti in this cave. This guy also drops the Woodgrain set, which is very good. I am even wearing the earring right now. Fortifying toes, refreshing, regenerating. Absolutely insane for like medium and heavy players. Very, very strong. I recommend farming the Woodgrain stuff. Very solid. I'll go over some more of its gear here in a sec. So if you want to farm both of these spots, you can farm them together. As you can see, it's not too far of a run, so you can do that as well. You can run back and forth here and farm both. And they're both really soloable. Woodgrain is a decent heavy set to farm. It comes with elemental aversion and health, and then you can choose the third perk. Frigid Dawn is better, but since Frigid Dawn is no longer the mutation or glacial tarn, Woodgrain is a nice alternative until you can get that. It comes with a really good greatsword. Treads Strike's the best perk you can get on the greatsword with Shirking Nature. Very solid, and you can choose the third perk. The longsword here, very good. Shirking Nature, Keenly Jagged, huge damage. The musket here is not bad as well. You get a pretty decent blunderbuss with Shirking Nature and Keenly Empowered. A decent bow, Shirking Nature and Enchanted. You can put Keenly Jagged on this, it'd be a really strong bow. You get a pretty decent hatchet as well. You get a lot of good stuff from farming here. You get a nice shield as well, like nice tower shield here. A decent rapier. You get a pretty solid Void Gauntlet with Keenly Jagged and Shirking Nature. A pretty nice life staff, comes with Savior and Fortifying Sacred Ground. The earring I'm running, very good earring, recommend farming this. The Woodgrain ring, this is not the best, but it does come with thrust damage. And then you get the amulet with Divines and Fortify, and you can choose the third perk. So you get pretty good gear while farming this guy as well. Another thing that you can farm are Weaponsmithing Shoes. As you can see, they're not super expensive, but they are relatively easy to farm. We will farm these in Even Scale Reach. So what we want to do is Alright, so to farm the Weaponsmith Shoes, we're going to be here at this cave here. And you have to kill my brother Yeti. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit. He'll try and throw some snowballs at you, but he won't be too much of a problem. As you can see here, he's relatively easy to solo. So he won't be much of a problem. And once he's dead, he has a chance to drop the Weaponsmith Shoes. He also has a chance to drop some decent gear. So our Yeti friend here has a chance to drop the Taiyi set. This comes with health and vigor, so it's pretty decent, not the best. The great axe is not bad. The musket's not bad. The hatchet here is not bad for PvE. And with the rapier, not a bad PvE rapier. Void Gauntlet here is pretty good. I recommend getting this if you want a Void Gauntlet for PvP. Very strong, enchanted, refreshing move. A pretty nice life staff to grab. A nice heal earring if you're like you're a healer. And a divine amulet, and with refreshing, you can put a protection on here if you want. So once again, nice if you're like a healer class. Next up, you can farm the engineering shoes here. On my server, they're worth about 6,000 gold. So pretty good price for something you can farm. And what you want to do is you want to open up your map and you want to come all the way over here to Eden Grove, and you want to teleport to this way shot right here. So if you want to farm the engineering shoes, you have to come over here into Eden Grove, the very top, into this cave right here. And the man we're going to have to kill is this Yeti right here. My Yeti brother, he must go. As you can see though, he's not even an elite, so this will be extremely easy to farm. Gotta DPS him down real quick. Pop our Void Blade. Fireball on him, and he's down. So we got nothing. We got a legendary helmet and a legendary sword here. Let's check them out. If you guys want to make some quick coin, I recommend farming an engineering shirt. These are worth 5k on my server. They could be completely different on yours. If you guys want to know where to grab it, you want to come and open your map, and you're going to want to travel over to this way shrine right here, the Threshold Shrine. All right, now that we are here, this is where you want to be on the map. You want to be right over here to farm the shirt, and you want to come in here, and there will be a juicy fellow, this bear right here. You have to kill this bear, and he has a chance to drop the shirt. He is an elite, so he will be a little difficult to solo, but if you pay attention, he's not too bad, as you can see here. Let's see what we can grab from our boy Meyerpaw. We did not get anything, but he does have a chance to drop the shirt. He also has a chance to drop some certain gear, and I will go over that here in a sec. It's the Riptide Gear. If you guys are wondering what kind of gear he drops, nothing too good. If you want an ice build, then he does drop really good armor if you like ice, because slash conditioning is very strong, and then you can put your third perk on here. But besides that, his gear that he drops is not the best. If you guys are looking to make some quick gold, I highly recommend farming some chef pants. And the way you can farm those is you would come up to this outpost. All right, in order to get these chef pants, you want to kill this man here, Frey the Last Protector. He's very soloable. As you can see here, he's super squishy, very easy to do by yourself. he has a chance to drop the chef pants. On my server, they're worth 9k. On your server, they definitely could be worth a different amount. So by the way, we are right here on the map. He spawns right at this altar here. And this is where the outpost is. Next up, let me cover Chef's Hat. Chef Hat selling for 3k on my server. It will probably go up once those 2 hats are bought or sold. So we're going to travel over here to Ebonscale. So in order to get the Chef Gloves, we have to kill the Sky Song Maiden. So that person right there will have a chance to drop us those beautiful gloves. We'll see if we can grab him here. He's got one more hit in the tank. Did we get it? No, we did not get it. So sad. But if you are wondering where we are on the map, we are right here in Ebonscale. So you just travel from this way shrine all the way up the road, come inside here, and just come and find this boss. Next up, we have the Concocter shoes. They're worth 6.5k on my server, so pretty expensive. If you want to know where to grab them, let's open up our map. We're going to head over to Eden Grove, and we're going to teleport to this way shrine right here. Alright, once we travel from this way shrine, you want to run all the way over here to this location right here. And you want to run up these stairs, and the guy we want to kill is this guy right here. He's a big boy. He's very easy to kill though. And the nice thing about this farming spot is it's right next to another farming spot that I will go over here in a sec. You can farm 2 locations at once after he CCs me to literally oblivion. Alright, let's pop this. Pop the tether. Let's go to town. This man stands no chance against us. And that guy right there has a chance to drop it. Now, he also does have the chance to drop Woodgrain stuff, but so does the guy up here. So before I go into the Woodgrain Gear, which is extremely good, I'm rocking its earring right now. I think it's best in slot for medium and heavy gear. The Woodgrain for farmable, super good. Highly recommend picking it up if you can. So we're gonna run all the way up to the top, and let's keep driving up. And as you can see here, we can kill this guy, the guy that everyone just murdered. That guy has a drop to. The guy also has a chance to drop Woodgrain Gear. And he also has a chance to drop the Angry Earth trophy. I cannot use abilities here. Hold on, I gotta delete some stuff. He also has a chance to drop the Angry Earth trophy and more Woodgrain stuff. So you can go up and down the stairs there and get big farm. And these guys knew about it. As you see, you can drop glowing sap, which can then be at 100 glowing sap. So let me show you glowing sap. At 100 of these glowing sap, you can then transform this into the Angry Earth trophy, which is worth quite a bit of money. So if you guys want to see how much glowing sap is right now, it's 3k on the market, so not bad. So this guy can drop stuff like the Woodgrain sword, as I mentioned earlier. Transcend strikes heavy melee attacks to 23% damage, and shirking nature, super nice. The heavy armor it drops is pretty solid, has elemental and health, not bad perks whatsoever. Glacial Tarn is better, we'll get to that here in a sec. And also drops the Woodgrain longsword here, which is pretty nice once again. Sulfur on my server is 80, but it'll easily go up to 90, so this can make a lot of gold if your sulfur is very expensive on your server. As you can see, the next breakpoint on my server is 140, so sulfur is a great way to make gold right now, especially because of the prices. They're super high. I recommend coming to Brimstone Stands on the map, traveling to this way shrine right here. And what you want to do is you want to pop in a powerful incense. What this does is this reduces the acid buildup on you. As you can see in my bottom of my bar right there, my acid resistance goes up very slow. If I did not have the incense on, I already would have the acid debuff. And what that debuff basically does, shreds through your HP. You can't survive it. This is a great way to get some quick sulfur chunks. There'll be some pesky enemies over here, so I recommend having a ranged weapon to deal with these. A lot easier than melee because you don't want to be going into those pools. If you want to make this more efficient, I recommend slotting some mining food and some mining gear to get bigger yields. Grab the brimstone node here. As you can see lots of sulfur nodes over there straight ahead, one over there to my right, some over here beside this big lizard. You just want to farm all of this. If you guys find that this is contested, another good spot is over here as well. You can farm in here for these chunks. You also should kill the desert scorpions in the area. You can mine them. And then what you want to do is you want to bring these sulfur chunks into the smelter like this. And just smelt them down with flux. And you're good to go. Bananas are also a solid way to make some extra money if you want to sell some bananas. They're pretty easy to farm. I'll show you a good farming spot here in a sec. If you guys are looking to farm bananas, you can come over here to Monarch's Bluff, right in this section right here. And there's a bunch of banana trees. If you want to make some money by logging and grabbing some quick bananas, this is one of the better spots to do so, and it's relatively safe. since the mobs here are all low level, and you just want to go around and just mine all the trees as so. Bananas prices will differ depending on the server, so do keep that in mind. Make sure you check your prices so you know how worth it is to go out and farm some juicy bananas. As you can see, we've been getting some bananas, and plus you get a lot of green wood as well. And you just want to farm down here. If you guys want to know a very good ironwood farming spot, you want to go to Eden Grove, and you're going to want to teleport to this way shrine right here, and you're going to want to run to this tree, and you want to run all the way up here to these runes as so. And there should be some trees over here, as you can see. And then once you grab that tree, you want to then run down over here to this spot right here. And there'll be an ironwood tree right there. Once you grab that tree, there should be a tree close to the road right there. As you can see right here on the map. After you grab both those trees, you want to come forward over here, and then there'll be 2 more trees right there. Once you are done grabbing those 2 trees, you're going to want to grab a tree in this vicinity over here. We'll just skip that one for now. Then there should be a tree right here. So now we're right here on the map, and there'll be a tree right here. And then you want to come up top, and then there'll be some ironwood trees in this vicinity right there. After you grab that tree, you can come down here and grab this tree. So right here on the map, we can then make our way up to grab this tree here, and we just want to follow along the edge here, and we'll find another tree right there, 2 trees, and then we'll come down here and we'll find a tree right here, and then our last trees will be right here in this little area. If you guys want to farm some more wood, I recommend coming over to Restless Shores. You want to grab this witch right here. You want to travel all the way up to here until you get to this elite zone. You will have some purple trees to your right and some blue trees to your left. They spawn in these nice little areas here. There's quite a few of them down below over there, to my left and to my right. What you want to do is you just want to mine these down like so. And then once we get inside, we can go in here. There'll be some trees to our right there. Be careful, there are some strong enemies here, so you do have to be wary. And then you can also mine some ironwood trees here at the front. They're not too bad if you just fight them like one at a time. Like that guy, I could easily solo. So as you can see, there'll be some trees down here to my left. Those are the purple trees. And if you come back over here, you can also run down here like so. And there'll be some metal down there. You can go and farm if you want to grab some extra metal. I recommend fighting these guys one at a time. But as you can see, you can just run around pretty easily and just not die. There'll also be some purple rocks over here you can grab. As you can see, lots of purple rocks. So if you want to mine some mithril along with your tree farming, this is a great spot to do so. You can mine it all down here. My left, straight ahead, over here. And then once you're done over here, you just run down like this, and you can just mine all the other stuff as well. If you're looking for a good place to farm weirwood, I recommend coming here on the map, and you want to travel to this way shrine right here. You want to travel up the road. And once you come to this cave right here, you're going to want to go inside. And as you go inside, there'll be a bunch of trees everywhere. As you see to my left, to my right, you want to head up that little pathway, and there'll be some trees up there, as you can clearly see. Once you are done going inside this cave, you will then come out. You'll then find 2 trees right here. Then as you go up the pathway, you'll see a tree up to our left. But we're going to ignore that tree for right now. And we're going to run past all these little kitty cats. So once we get to this point on the map, we're going to go into this cave. And as we enter in, you'll see a bunch of trees to my left with some nice motes you can grab. You can grab some mushrooms as well. You can just run through here and grab all this good stuff. More motes, more trees. As you can see, plenty of weird wood. All the weird wood for your heart's content. You can go up this pathway right there as well and grab some more. Or you can come here and grab this last tree. After you're done there, you can jump down and then grab this final tree, and that will end your weird wood farming route. If you're wondering, we are here in Eden Grove in the northwest side of the map. Next up, we have the Rabbit's Foot. This right now on my server is going for 5,000 gold. It crafts the luck trophy, which many people want since luck is pretty nice and getting stuff. The way you want to generally farm the rabbit is you want to travel to Windsward here, and you want to come over to Noble Reach here, and then you just want to run around and look for rabbits. There are definitely other rabbits farm spots on the map. You just got to come in here and just run around, look for some rabbits, see if we can find any. Oh, look, there's one right here. Here's another rabbit right here. I just want to keep running around. Oh, here's our third rabbit. So as you can see, you'll find quite a few rabbits in here. There definitely is other spots. I don't know all the rabbit farming spots, but I would just make a circle in here. You can also gather the other material. There will be iron ore down here if you want to grab some iron. There'll also be some other moats and stuff in here. If you are looking to grab some quick coin, grab your skinning gear, lock in, and go rabbit hunting. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys a really good spot to farm a lot of stone in. Now you may be asking why farm stone over the other materials. Well, that's because you can farm stone a lot faster than stuff like iron and star metal and orichalcums, because they're all right next to each other like this. You just walk to each node, and if you have 300 strength, you can basically just one-shot them, really speeding up the process of mining. I recommend coming over here to Monarchs and just sitting up in this little area. So you would travel to this way shrine, and you would run all the way up the mountain here like this. And then I like to farm just up in here. And there'll be a bunch of stone blocks around, basically infinite. You won't really have to worry about running out of stone. There's also a couple iron nodes around here that you can look to grab. If you are looking the best way to farm your faction gear or level, you would come here, grab these 3 missions. This is in Great Cleave, by the way. And you will have a nice little farm route here. We'll drive up on your mount. You'll have to grab 5 chests in this area, deliver from here to here if you're purple. If you're a different color, it will be different. You may be saying, well, don't I have to be scared of people killing me here? No, generally not. Most people won't kill you in this zone, simply because they're also here just farming their faction quest. This is the fastest way to do it. Now, if you do want to know the fastest way for your 3 dailies, since your 3 dailies give you a hefty amount of extra XP, the best ways to generally do that would either be going to Brimstone for your 3 dailies, or I like to do Rakewater personally, and you just do the stabilize and the gather intel there as well in either Brimstone. Sometimes you can sit here while you queue for 3v3s and OPRs, since sometimes the queues will be quite long, and you can get this done relatively quickly. Now, if you don't want to farm a boss, but you want to actually get some other things, you can come over here on the map to Shatter Mountain, travel to this outpost, and you'll get a lot of Mythril Ore in here. Just want to travel in like so. And once you're in here, you'll see a dead guy down there, I guess. As you can see, you can start finding a lot of Mythril in here. You just want to run through as we get deeper and deeper inside. As you can see, there's plenty of Mythril in here that you can farm up. Another piece right here. We can go deeper inside, and you'll just keep finding more and more Mythril. Tons and tons of Mythril in this place. You just want to run around in here and mine all this bad boy up. I cannot. My mining, I think, is like level 20, and once again, we are in Shattered Mountains in the perfect little place. You just run through here. So every week you want to come down to Cutlass Keys like this, go into your wishing well here, the Well of Fortune, and you want to craft a golden key for 5 doubloons. You can use this key to get some juicy doubloons. I will show that here in a sec, but first I want to talk about what you used to be spending your other doubloons on. If you like PvPing and you don't really have a good weapon, upgrading one of these weapons for 750 doubloons is super good, since it's a very strong early game weapon, and you can put a 3rd perk on it, and this 750 doubloons is just 1 CK run. I'll show you that here in a sec as well. You can also look to run the Golden Curse Trinket Crate. I think this is the best one, because sometimes really is hard to get. Just opening these and praying to the gods that I get a good one. So if you are in some need of gear, you can open these crates. Next up, you can get your 3 golden cursed crates each day. These are super nice. Some good gear and some good material. Orichalcum. We got a 725 round shield. So as you can see, those dailies chests are super good. They can give you 725 gear. So I recommend getting these each day. If you want, you can also get your exotic crates as well. This does have some rune fiber, dark hide, and spin fiber. The exotic resource is some ore and rune wood. And then you can get some dark material if you need some. I don't really need any dark material. I recommend getting your gypsum orb though. 5 gypsum orbs is worth about 1500 to 2000 gold. So buying this every day is basically making 2k. If you have a weapon, armoring, or jewelry or anything like that leveled up to where you can make like an enchanted handle. So enchanted handle takes 5 gypsum orbs and 250 Azoth, but also takes some prismatic materials. Here, so let's say it takes 2 ingots, 2 leather, and 2 planks. So all that together is about 15 to 2000 gold. And as you can see, for the raw materials, it's about 2k gold, and the Enchanted Handle is selling for 4,900 gold. So those gypsum orbs that we just bought out of the cursed doubloon right now is worth 3,000 gold. So I highly recommend getting those gypsum orbs every day out of there, so you can craft more like handles or blessed rivets or whatever your crafting profession allows you. So if I were wondering, here's the Enchanted Handle, and this is what I was talking about. So 5 orbs, 250 Azoth. You can also get some honing stones. This is worth a bit of money as well. Oak flesh bombs, all this stuff is worth some decent amount of money. Then you can, if you want to get some trade stuff, you can buy the trade skill boost meal or the stat boost meal. Trade skilling stuff, this is good if you don't want to spend money on food. You can just open these up and see what RNG you can get. And then stat boost meal, this is for, you get 44 dexterity for a certain food of choice. These foods are worth a decent amount of money on the market, as each of those banana breads is 50 bucks. So opening up 5 of those crates will net you about 250 gold. So it's pretty nice to do so. Biscuits and gravy, so that made me 145 gold just grabbing that. I get 5 of these. It could be 700 gold each day just by grabbing that random stuff in the doubloon shop. So you just, by buying everything up in doubloon, you make like 4 or 5k just a day, man. Like, it's a huge amount of gold, and it's very easy. Because the way you want to do that is you just want to come down here and X up with CK. So you'll see in the chat people saying XCK like this, and then you will travel down to this way shrine right here. You'll meet on this bridge. Travel through Cutlass Keys like this. You'll go all the way on the outer parts up here. You'll then drop down, go into the cave. After you go into the cave, you'll come out like this, go along the road like this, grab everything, go down the side, do a full circle here, then go back to this way shrine. You will then teleport to this way shrine. There'll be 3 chests in here. You go over to this bridge and get the last chest here. There are some chests over here as well, but people generally don't tend to do those. Now, in order to get the box from that key that we just opened, we have to travel down here to the shrine. So let's do that right now. If you're scared of PvP or anything like that, you don't have to PvP to get this chest. This is completely in the PvE zone. Something I would also recommend grabbing as you are coming over here is your golden cursed coconut. You get 1 of these a week. You do have to enter into the PvP zone to get them. So I know that sucks. I'll go over a quick way to grab that after I show you the chest here. So you want to go down here to all these chests. As you can see, a bunch of people are grabbing it. Let's open up our lock doubloon chest right here, our cache. You know, it's 500 doubloons. So for 5 doubloons, we make 500 stonks going up. And if you guys want a good place to grab your cursed coconut, I recommend traveling to this way shrine right here, running down on your mount like so. Then you want to run all the way over here like this, and then there should be some big chests in there that you can open and you'll get your cursed doubloon. It has to be a big cache, and when you open that up, you will get your golden cursed coconut. And generally people aren't down there in the south. A lot of people don't tend to come down here, so it's very chill and relaxed. You just come down here, grab your cursed doubloon chest, and you'll be on your merry way. You don't lose it if you die in the PvP zone, so you don't have to worry. Once you got it, you got it, and you can just die if you want to, or you can get out of there with the extra doubloons that you have grabbed. All right, next I want to discuss some chest runs. Like I mentioned earlier, I would recommend you doing CK simply because of the amount of doubloons you can make. After that, I would say the next most important one would probably be the Brimstone Sands one. This is because of golden scarabs. Golden scarabs are really good because they can make you quite a bit of gold. As you can see, they're about 300 gold a pop. You can get usually a couple on the run, so not a bad way to make some money for doing the Brimstone Sand run. After that, Merkguard is really good as well, simply because there's a lot of good gear that can drop here, along with a lot of chests that can give you stuff like Flux, Obsidian Sand, and all that good stuff. Plus there's some portals here that you can also farm. And when you open a portal, you get bags of coins and stuff like that. That can also make you additional gold that happens each day. So Merkguard is basically hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. So you get your daily portals done, along with a daily chest run done. And I highly recommend doing these 3, as these are the most important 3 in my opinion. Next, I want to discuss dungeons. You can go into Mutated Expedition here, and you can have a Mutator bonus cache. You can click random to queue here. And you can also queue as a healer or a tank. When you do this, you get more money. You get more money for becoming a healer or a tank because you have role priority. Plus the queues are a lot faster. I highly recommend doing your 2 daily mutations every day, simply so you can make your bonus money. It's about $1,000 a dungeon. So if you do 2 a day, that's 2,000 gold, plus you can get some nice loot along the way. If you want to do it the fastest, I recommend doing M1. You need to be 650 gear score. If you come over here to my gear score, it's 703, and the way you would want to get down there is just by removing your weapons, as so. And then there you go, I just have to remove my greatsword, I'm 663. And now when I queue up for my random mutations, I will only get into an M1, and I don't have to worry about that. Another thing you can do as your daily rewards is you can come into activities once again, and you can go down into expeditions, and you can get this expedition bonus cash. You can do 3 of these a day, and the way you do that is you go down to 200 gear score to 300. This allows you to go to the Amarine excavation here, and it's basically just free money because you can do this in under basically 10 minutes. Unslot all your gear like I did earlier till this number says 2 to 300 gear score, and you just go into Amarine and just immediately kill everything. You can also do this as a DPS, a healer, or a tank. If you want more money, I recommend doing it as a tank or a healer, simply because, well, you get more money by doing it. You get these bonus roll caches again. Next up, I wanted to talk about your daily crafts. So let's say I wanted to make my prismatic ingots here, and I wanted to make these every day. I recommend doing this for all your professions, your smelting, your woodworking, linen, and your tannery. But a quick tip is if you come in here, right, and we need 10 asmodium, 100 mithril, and then flux and charcoal. So if we come over here to the market, we can type in mithril ingots, and we can select 100 of these. This would cost me 2,000 asmodium. So we can click this as well. Like 10 of these, this would be 400, so about $2,500 to craft 10 prismatic. And if we type in prismatic ingot here, we can then see if we type in 10 of these, we make 3,000 gold. So it is indeed definitely worth it to buy our stuff and come over here and make our daily crafts. This will make you a couple hundred gold each day, and then you also have a chance to get a bonus ingot, which is just free money. And on top of that, you have a chance to work towards your package of specialized materials. And I'll open one of these. I'll open the weaver one, for example, here. As you see, it comes with 80 wire weave, 102 spin fiber, and suspended Azoth. It also can have a chance to come with prismatic ingot or ore or flux, so you can make a decent amount of gold from that as well. Something else I wanted to quickly mention is if you have your weaponsmithing up, so this skill right here, or your cooking all the way up with trophies and stuff, a very good way to make money is by coming in here and selling a roasted rabbit here. This is a very solid way to make a lot of gold if you have your cooking on the way up, roasted rabbit. If you have all the trophies and you have all the cooking gear, you can make a lot of bonus stuff, so you can make a good amount of money like this, and I highly recommend doing it. You can also do the same with honing stones. Come in down here and you can make your powerful honing stones. Make a decent amount of money by making these as well. And the reason why this is always good is because, once again, it's basically everyone will always need honing stones, and everyone will also always need food to keep up their buffs properly. You can also make coatings as well if you have arcane. Come in here and you can make anything like beast coatings and stuff. People will always need this type of stuff, simply because, well, people are doing dungeons, they want coatings, they want ward potions. That's another thing you can make, ward potions as well. Simply because people always want this type of stuff. So check the market, see what you can make the most money on your server, and I highly recommend doing this. Next, I want to talk about your 3 daily available missions. You want to come into Reekwater, so right here in the main city. And you want to gather intel and stabilize, and then you want to go down here and grab these. I like to do these as my dailies. It takes less than 5 minutes to go back and forth, so this run is about less than 10 minutes to get your 3 dailies done. Super quick, and it gives a huge amount of faction tokens, gives like a couple hundred gold. And faction tokens, by the way, why are they so important? Well, because they allow you to buy, once again, it allows you to buy your seal, but it allows you to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of gypsums, and buying 5 gypsums, as we mentioned earlier, is about 2 to 3,000 gold. So doing your dailies allow you to keep buying your gypsums, which will make you about 2 to 3,000 gold a day. Something I also want to mention is the elite chest runs you should be focusing on. I recommend doing brimstone stands, merc guard, CK run, as I mentioned earlier. These are the 3 best chest runs to do if you don't have a lot of time in your day. Brimstone is good because it allows you to get golden scarabs. So if you go to the market right here, they're about $175, but the less and less people will do these runs, the more and more golden scarabs will be worth. So I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple weeks those go up to about 800 gold, as they generally do on all the all the other servers I've been on. Next up, I want to mention Chef's Shirt here. Chef's Shirt is 5k on my server. It could be completely different on your server, and there's only 2 on the market. Now, where do you grab Chef's Shirt? You have to come over here to Reekwater and teleport to this way shrine right here, the Lazarus Shrine. Now, once you are here, you want to get on your mount, and you want to start spamming, jumping up the mountain here. So you get up top. You want to keep jumping and jumping. Go up the stairs here like so. Once you get over here, you want to jump up here on this place. Jump over here, some star metal down there, and there's a painting if you want it right there. You also can jump over here like so. Then you just jump down in here, and then you have to break this little veil. And once we have broken through, you want to kill that giant root-bound worm right there. You have to kill him. What you do is you pull him over here by using a ranged weapon. It's best to duo or trio with somebody else. With this type of enemy, you pull him right here, and you just tank him in this little zone. It's pretty hard to solo. I recommend getting a couple people for this, but he does have a chance to drop the Chef's Shirt. And that tentacle guy right there, he also has a chance to drop the Deepriver stuff. The chef hat on my server currently is 2,700 gold. So if you are looking for that, you can check this on your server. In order to do that, we would have to come over here to Merkgard and travel to this way shrine right here. If you guys are looking to farm the chef hat, you would teleport to this way shrine right here. You have to travel all the way up this pathway like so. And once you are finally done traveling, you have to come to this point right here on the map. And you have to kill this guy, the Leviathan of the Deep. Now, he is difficult to solo once again, so you will need a group. But if you can't get one, you can come over here and kill him. It also will take a bit to solo. If you have the proper build, you can also probably do it. If you have Blood Drinker and stuff like that. This guy also has the chance to drop the Soul Shroud gears. I want to show you a pretty solid weapon XP farm. So first, you want to start out by pulling all these mobs. Pull all the guys that you can. You want to loop all the way back around to this point right here. Use whatever method you want. I'm gonna use my rapier here. As you see, we got a pretty sizable amount of XP. It would have been higher if I didn't kill any mobs on my fire staff. But once we kill these mobs, we are then going to pick up the little small traveler stone, get back on our mount. And when we get on our mount, we're just gonna run over here to the other camp. So the other camp on the map. This is the camp we were just at. If you're wondering where we are, we're in Restless Shores right up here. Once you ride in here, you're gonna do the same thing. You generally need a ranged weapon for this. It makes it a lot easier to have something to pull them. And we almost got them all here. And I like to usually kill them right at the end of where we started it. Farm all these mobs. So we're just gonna kill all these juicy boys. As you can see there, we just got 1100 XP on each route, and then now you would go back to the other one. Or you can do the races where if a race is going on like this, you just want to X up in your chat and you just pass through. Someone in your group is killing someone or tagging someone, you'll get a big ton of XP for someone dying. Alright, next I want to go over a really good fiber route here. So you go to this way shrine right here in Restless Shores. You want to travel. There'll be some fiber over there. And then you just want to go up this road. And there'll be tons of fiber to your left. As you can see, lots of fiber to our right as well. So you just want to come down this road here and gather up all this juicy fiber. It just never stops. Some over here. There'll be some over there to our left as well. Even some more down there. But you can also come up the hill. There's 2 fiber veins, and then there'll be a third one up here. When we get to the top of the hill, there still will be some more, like up here, straight ahead. And you just come all the way in here, and you just eat up all this juicy, juicy fiber. Once again, you want to open up your map, come to Restless up this way shrine. You just want to travel up the road like so, and then come into this valley. Another solid way to make gold is to farm ancient globs of ectoplasm. Each food glyph that you get is worth about $100. If you want to farm the globs of ectoplasm, you have to come over here on the map where Brimstone stands. You come to this way shrine right here, and you're gonna travel up the road. And once you get here, you just want to grab out all these corrupted and brimstone like so. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies on me. You gotta clear them all out. Big damage. Bloodbringer helps a lot here because it allows you to sustain the... You get a bunch of runes. Those are worth money as well. We're gonna come up top and pop Berserk here. Use our Torrents. I'm just gonna let attack down everything. As you can see, you pull a lot of mobs. This can give you a lot of XP. If you are looking to farm a weapon, this is also a relatively good spot. You got legendary weapons, some glyphs again. Alright, you want to pull these guys. Come around here as so. You have to pull these guys. Just be careful of that big guy. He does a load of damage. There, we have gotten an ancient Glob of Ectoplasm. And you just want to keep farming this and you'll get some more of those. Great XP. Next, I wanted to discuss writs. So if you don't know, writs are these things right here. They are 1,000 gold at your faction vendor, and you do need writs to get many different heart runes. If you want to do worm, you need the Firestorm heart rune, which costs writs. Or if you want to level up stone form, you also need writs. So writs are very important, and they're 1,000 a piece. There is a good quest line that you can take, however, that will help you. I've already done it, so I can't show you it, but it starts at this way shrine right here, and you'll talk to some guy sitting right here. And when you talk to him, it'll say a writ. And it'll have like a 3 or 4 line quest chain that you can just continuously complete and get quite a few writs from. Once you do that, then you can come over here and there'll be another quest that you can do that you have to skin this animal right here to obtain another writ. And then you can come in here once again and you can kill some eggs and kill the scorpion. You will need a group for this because this is an elite mob. As you can see here, our writs are 1k gold and they're 20,000 faction tokens. So you want to try and do these as quests and not buy them. Also, while you're here, make sure you buy your gypsum orbs. As so, these are worth some decent gold. And you can make crafting stuff out of these to make some extra cash. And make sure you buy your seal so you can upgrade your armor. After you do the quest line over here, you can then come over here for another quest. You have to travel to this way shrine right here. Alright, and once we travel to the beds here, we can go inside, pop a potion, head up the bridge here. You're gonna have to kill this massive scorpion, or this guy right here, Queen Tabit. If you guys are looking for a little star metal spot, you can travel to the Wolf Egg Shrine right here. And then along this cliffside right here, there's a bunch of star metal you can run up and mine. If some of the other spots are crowded, this is a nice spot to grab some quick star metal, and like you can teleport over to this way shrine right here, and then there'll be some star metal outside. And once you travel to this way shrine right here, you can quickly run outside and grab some quick star metal right there in front of us, or over here to our right. All right, I want to go over two methods that are pretty good to make money if you have the stuff for it. First is making honing stones. If you can make powerful honing stones, these can make quite a bit of gold. As you can see, they sell for quite a bit, and the materials to make these are a lot cheaper than it takes to actually sell these, so I highly recommend making these and selling these. Another thing that's really good to make if you can is roasted rabbit. If you can make this food right here, roasted rabbit, you can make a decent coin again because a lot of people like this food. It's con. A lot of people will generally buy con food. So if you can make and sell this, you will make quite a bit of gold, and I highly recommend doing it. Next up, I want to talk about Cactus Flesh. This on my server is worth $2.44, and it's incredibly easy to farm. As you can see here, this is very expensive for how easy it is to farm. So what you're going to want to do is you want to open up your map. You want to head over to Brimstone Sands right over here, and you want to teleport to this way shrine right here. And then once you come out of this way shrine, you just want to grab your mount, you want to ride, and then all you want to do is just come over here and you just want to hit these cactuses, dude, and you just farm, and it's just very easy. As you can see, there's one cactus flesh, there's another cactus flesh, and you just sit here and you just mine. There's 3. There's another one, and I don't even have a good axe or any logging gear like that. So if you want to have better chance to get more amount of cactus, you can bring logging gear and get a better axe than I do. I have an orichalcum, but you can get a mithril with the right perks. And it's pretty simple. You just run around and hit cactuses all day. If you guys are wondering what kind of mining tool you want, I believe you want something like my pickaxe here. It's very good. You want alacrity, mining efficiency, yield, soul alignment, and luck. This is best in slot, in my opinion, for any tool. You just want these 5 perks on it no matter what. I just got a cheap little axe here because the good axes were like $40,000 or something. I'm not buying that. But you just want to come over here. You just want to mine some cactuses. You can also get the herbs right here. This will also sell for some stuff as well. Plenty of cactuses to farm. If you guys are looking to farm some more weapon XP, I recommend coming over here to Wrydwood and farming in this little elite zone right here. These guys are like low level, but since they are 35, they do give quite a decent amount of XP. You just want to pull everything like this, pull these guys right here, and then there'll be a big group of mobs. And you just want to sit here and kill them all. Now once you're done killing the guys over here, you want to run across this bridge, and you can run in to the settlement. There'll be guys over there that you can pull as well. Behind the fences are quite the issue. Pull them like so. Grab all the boys. I recommend having like a ranged weapon so it's easier to pull them into a good ass location. Like so. And just AoE them down once again. It can be a problem if there's a lot of people farming here, but it's it's really good if there is not that many people here. You can pull all the mobs once again like so. Very easy to get big pulls in this area, and it will give you absolute big gains in terms of XP all the way, but pull everything. How did that light attack miss? What? You gotta get a replay on that one, dude. That was major trolling. Pull everything like this. All the big boys. There'll be some explosive dudes over here. Let's put this all down. So once you're done farming up top, then you can come all the way back down here like so. Pull the explosion guys. Grab up all the boys. I'm gonna pull the guys across there and here. Pull them there. Let's see if we can get a pull over there. Beautiful. I have the hammer here. Let's just kill some boys. Boom. Just keep hammering away. There we go. Big XP. Already level 5. Alright, you guys get the point, man. This is a good spot. Big XP. Look at that. One mob is 140 XP. There you go. So every mob I kill is 140 and kill quite a few. And then you go back to this island right here. And that's the full loop. We're once again in Wrydwood, right here on the map. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to make a huge shout out to my YouTube channel members and my Twitch subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you guys are interested in that as well, you can become a YouTube channel member today. I would greatly appreciate that. And if I missed any farming locations that you think is worth doing, let me know down in the comments below. I'm happy to hear your guys' thoughts. And with that, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.